Okay, guys. I hope you have a happy and wear my stupid like little costume, which is the same thing that I wore last year, because I just decided I'm just gonna stay home and whatnot, and this is very easy to slap on. But anyways, I wanted to talk about The Witcher season 4 because it just came out, and you wouldn't believe what I want to talk about because there is a whole controversy, of course, with Liam Hemsworth replacing Henry Cavill and all of the backlash that some of the hardcore fans have had about some of the changes that they made to it and stuff like that. No, we're not going to be talking about that, actually. We're going to be talking about something else that I was not actually aware of. I wasn't aware that this was a thing because I haven't been following it because I've never watched the show. It's something I do want to watch eventually. But, I need to get more caught up on the Witcher stuff, to be honest. But this is not something that surprises me in the year 2025. Like, if you would have told me that this would have been a problem a few years ago, I'm like, I don't know about that. That seems a little extreme. In the year 2025, I fully fucking believe it. And when I see this shit, it's as serious as a heart attack. So I was on Threads, which is pretty much like kind of the derpy cousin of Twitter. And I just randomly saw this thread or whatever the hell they call it, tweet. I have no idea. It's Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg's attempt at doing this thing. But he goes, Netflix, what the actual fuck? Look at the image, guys. What do you think this dude is talking about? Like, let's be real. I think it's pretty obvious. I really do. Like... I mean, come on. So for those that are kind of like unaware, the character on the right is from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. That's Regis. He is a vampire character. It's a very popular NPC in the game. And this season is the one where his character is introduced, and it is portrayed by Laurence Fishburne, who is a very popular actor. I mean, obviously, I'd say his best years are behind him. But I mean, come on. He's the motherfucking Morpheus, guys. He's a very well-respected actor. He's been in a lot of really good movies and whatnot. So, honestly, like, as far as the casting choices, it might be kind of a weird one, I suppose. But compared to replacing Henry Cavill with Liam Hemsworth, this is actually a pretty solid choice, in my opinion. But nonetheless, this is an actual opinion. And I thought this was like a random, like one-off thing, but it is not. Of course, if we go over to the Twitter sphere, which actually I pulled that thread up there. Where is the... Okay, stop it, please. I'm trying to bring up my freaking Brave browser here because I know that's where I got that. Here we are. Yeah, we've got other people saying this kind of shit, because like this was like an original thing here. Look at this here. Man, I just can't get past this. I swear. I wasn't upset about Yennefer and Triss, I swear. Yeah, I'm sure. I love Lauren Fishburne. I also love Regis from The Witcher. And I don't know about this, guys. Yeah, well, I doubt that. I really doubt that. Raceswap to Regis. Oh, yeah. This is ultimately what they're upset about. Oh, no. Like, with a show like this, we can't be having a problem with all the other things that we've already had a problem with. We have to have a problem with one single character in the entire show, and they waited until season 4 gets race swapped, which, by the way, the character is a vampire, and it's a fictional character. It's not based on anybody in real life. We're not talking about having freaking Laurence Fishburne play as George Washington or some shit like that. This is what we're talking about here, people. This is what we're talking about in the year of our Lord 2025. We've got these crazy weirdo grifters that are obsessed about stupid bullshit like this, which, I guess it's not entirely, like, I want to think back to Daredevil from 2003 and how everybody had problems with that movie. But you know what wasn't the biggest problem of that movie, surprisingly to people, back then, was Michael Clark Duncan playing the Kingpin. Now, for those who don't know who Michael Clark Duncan is, he was a great black actor who was in movies like The Green Mile and several others. He was the Kingpin. For anybody that knows comic book stuff, the Kingpin is not black in the slightest. And he arguably was one of the best parts of that movie, which was not that good. It was still an entertaining watch. I actually liked watching Daredevil. It was actually an entertaining movie, especially if you watch the DVD commentary where they actually have like a special like blind assisted commentary thing. And it's, I mean, I get it because like, obviously they're trying to be like accepting of blind people, but it was kind of like funny in an ironic way, the way that they did it, because I don't know, you just have to watch the commentary, like it's, I don't know, it's just, it's kind of silly. I'm not trying to make fun of blind people. I'm up to somebody like, oh, cancel him, I'm going to report him for harassment and all this other bullshit, No, I'm just saying in that specific context, it was kind of funny to me watching that. But anyways, point being, fictional characters, Raceswap. If it's like a minor character or whatever, like, I mean, we're not talking about that they Raceswapped freaking Geralt, okay? But even then, is it actually a problem? Does it actually affect your life in any way? That's what I want to know, guys. But yeah, happy Halloween, right? Make sure to check all that candy for the fent and all that good stuff. You don't want to get anybody sick. Make sure to dispose of anything that looks suspicious and whatnot. Watch the kids. Watch out for them. Don't get TP'd and egged and whatnot. And just have a good time. Gonna be streaming some Texas Chainsaw Massacre here in a wee bit. Gonna actually schedule a stream in a little bit. But I wanted to talk about this here because it's kind of game related. It's, The Witcher. It's only one of the most popular games of the last generation. I think it sold like 40 or 50 million copies or some shit like that. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. It was an extremely popular game. I never actually beat it, but I did play quite a bit of it on the PS4. And I should actually boot it up on the PC because they did all kinds of enhancements to ray tracing and all that good shit. So it'd be kind of fun to check out. But that's gonna be the last line, I guess. But don't forget to check those videos, guys. I've got a couple of videos. That one's gonna be the last one that I just posted, and the one over there is gonna be the one recommended by the algorithm. Check it out, and don't forget to subscribe. That would be awesome. And happy Halloween! That's the last line.